Ultima Online w 2025 roku. Obczajmy sobie.
Ultima Online, to me, is one of the most
Co tam
iconic
ciekawego?
MMORPGs out there. Released over
Nie widziałem ani jednego filmiku o Ultimie. Nigdy. Chyba. Takiego dłuższego. I tutaj jest przygoda typa opisana Ultima Online.
25 years ago, this sandbox MMO has stood the test of time.
Hey, look, I'm doing damage.
Nice.
Oh, I died.
And still has an active community today. As a kid, I never had the chance to play this game, but if you saw my previous video, I finally had the opportunity to
To
experience
jest
it.
Outlands
Honestly,
chyba.
I thought it was okay.
Więc ten najpopularniejszy
After dipping my
prywatny
toes into
serwer.
modern Ultima Online, many people commented on that video about a free custom shard called Outlands, and that's when everything changed. Ultima Online Outlands is great and has a very active and dedicated player base. The world truly feels alive, and best of all, it's completely free to play. It really captures the essence of what I thought standard Ultima Online
Dobra, ale jaki jest haczyk? Tak po prostu za darmo?
felt like in its prime, and
Coś
it's
musi
constantly
być.
being updated. I made a video covering my beginner to hero's journey, going from a complete noob, ignorant of the game's core mechanics, to becoming a knight of the Guild of Sur. And if you want to see what the beginner's experience looks like, I recommend checking out that video first, as it covers a lot of the game's mechanics and progression in a lot more detail. But
O nie. Czyli co, powinienem obejrzeć ten wcześniejszy filmik? Dobra,
little
zostawmy
did I know
przy tym.
that this was actually the true beginning. But first, this video is sponsored by Galaxy for Games. Welcome to Skiesverse. Skiesverse is an
Wolę sobie
MMO top-down
skipnąć.
factories that part of the founder is happy for the time being this, but having Sir's Guild able to accomplish two of those. When my character Hot Dog was knighted, he took on the new name of Eleazar. I had 3 major goals in this game, and I was able to accomplish 2 of those goals previously: own a boat and defeat a boss. My final goal was to own a house, and I was still nowhere near accomplishing this, but having Sir's Guild House, Castle Hailstone, as a place of residence, I was happy for the time being. More on that later though. Anyways, behind the scenes, a recent update made the taming skill a lot stronger, and if you aren't familiar with how Ultima Online works for building your character, there aren't traditional classes you pick between and stick to. Instead, you can choose between any of the dozens of different skills that can increase to 120 points, up to 720
To jak w RuneScape'ie, widzowie. Nie ma klas postaci, są
points total for
skillki.
your character. Many different skills have synergy with each other, but this modular approach to which skills you want to use compared to most modern MMOs of
Widzicie?
today opens
A ludzie mówią, że muszą być klasy postaci, a tymczasem taka legenda jak Ultima Online nie ma klas
up a
postaci.
huge amount of build variety, which is part of the charm of the game. The reason I bring this up is because Eleazar was built as a Bard Dexer, which is a melee fighter that uses magic to buff himself and debuff enemies. Taming uses mostly different skills than what Eleazar had, so I decided to create a new character to try out taming. Timmy Tamer. I quickly learned that even though Timmy's codex and aspect levels were much lower than Eleazar's, his taming build was
O
much
nie,
stronger.
Summoner.
Not only this, but Timmy's taming build was flexible enough that I could swap out which weapon skill I wanted to use, allowing me a ton of future build flexibility. Poor Eleazar took the back seat as I realized that Timmy was my new main,
I don't want to play with you anymore.
which led me into the preparation for a huge free expansion that was about to be released in Outlands, the Wildlands. Around this time, a massive new land expansion was coming out called Wildlands. With this expansion, many new changes would be released. Remember how I didn't own my own house yet? This new expansion would open up tons of new housing spaces and would be a once-in-a-server opportunity to not only get my own home, but secure it in a valuable location in this mysterious new land.
Czyli housing w Ultimie też działa w ten sposób, że nie masz instancji, tylko jak działeczkę zaklepałeś, to masz dom, jak nie, to nie. No i fajnie.
With the upcoming balance changes that would release along with the land expansion,
A,
there was a
właśnie,
specific
tak,
character
tak.
build I really wanted
Sorry,
to
Arysto,
use.
ban.
An Air Dexer.
Zaprawdę
Let me
bez suba.
explain. Air is one of the aspects that works great for melee characters. Part of what makes this aspect so good is it increases your attack speed and defenses. The changes going into Wildlands would make this build very strong, and I always wanted to play a melee fighter that would crush my enemies with a big two-handed weapon. Until this point, it just wasn't a very good build unless you had a lot of mastery chain links unlocked. This update would change that. I decided that with the limited time before the Wildlands released, I'd invest in Timmy so that when the update went live, I'd be able to transition to an Air Dexer that used a two-handed mace, but it would be a lot of work to invest in these changes and level up this aspect from scratch. I'd need some help if I wanted to pull this off. One day, around the same time, I saw someone in the Outlands Discord post a video meme, and I messaged him about how funny it was. His name was UO's Finest. Just like that, we hit it off discussing Wildlands and my plans to level up this air aspect and be ready for the release of Wildlands. Finest recognized me from my previous Outlands video.
Dziękuję bardzo. Absurd,
Coś tam, coś tam.
to po to, że chcesz hejtować?
video and struck a deal with me.
Ultima?
If I joined his guild, his
Odświeżasz?
guildmates would help power level me through dungeons, so I'd be in a position where I could make the transition to my dream build as soon as the
Oho, power
expansion
leveling.
dropped. I had no aspect levels in air, and I would ideally want to be at level 10 before the Wildlands update. After level 10, it gets exponentially harder to increase aspect levels, and realistically, level 10 would be a perfect milestone. Finest assured me that they could help achieve this. In return, of course I'd showcase their guild in this video as a way of thanking them for their help. Boy oh boy was I in for a treat. Welcome to the Dark Order, or Dio for short.
Kurde, ile w ogóle mobów za nim biega, nie? Jako ten tamer.
Let me check this dead guy's corpse real quick.
Give it a little look-see.
I just took his 13,000 gold.
Oh, dang.
Dude, I looted so much off of blue corpses.
Guilds are a huge part of the social element of Outlands, and while both Timmy Tamer and Eleazar were Knights of Sur, I had to make the hard decision of Timmy parting ways with Sur and joining the Dark Order. One of my friends, Domadus, even gave me a parting gift. Some sweet armor that dripped out my character as I began my journey
A, jaki
transforming
progres
into a
wizualny
powerful
też.
fighter. When looking at these two guilds, Sur is basically the equivalent of lawful good on the alignment chart. The Knights of Sur stand for the virtues and always protect those in need against the monsters of Abaddon and defend against red players trying to wreak havoc.
No dobra, ale to jest taki aspekt RP, że sobie tak ubzdurali, nie? Że ta gildia akurat będzie taka bardzo dobra i będzie wszystkim pomagała i nigdy nikogo nie okradnie i tak dalej, i tak dalej.
On the other hand, the Dark Order is more of a chaotic neutral, sometimes evil alignment. Imagine hanging out with the boys and throwing back a few brewskis while goofing off and messing around, having a good old time. That's what Dio feels like to me. A lot of the Dark Order players are red PKers that hunt other players in the wild, kill them when the opportunity arises, and loot their valuables off their corpses and have no issues with getting their hands a little dirty from time to time.
Oh, you had to get him.
I gotta loot this guy. Bro, this guy's got a ton of crap on him, dude.
This doesn't change that they're a great group of people who welcomed me into their ranks and immediately got started helping me with achieving my goals. I was given a rune to their guild house, and this would be my new base of operations moving forward. Just like that, I was part of this ragtag group of guys who immediately got started helping
Kurde,
me.
przeuroczo to wygląda, wiecie? W takiej izometrii z ala pixel artem, ale po prostu retro grafiką i pełno jakichś takich akcesorek różnych w tych pomieszczeniach. Zajebiście to wygląda, jak dla mnie.
In a group was the
Serio,
safest way to
podoba
farm a
mi się.
dungeon. If you messed up and died, someone would be there to resurrect you and protect your loot, and if any red players showed up to try and cause trouble, they'd be outnumbered and usually leave us alone. This allowed me to go into the deepest depths of the different dungeons where I could get more experience more quickly, and because I was a tamer, I could safely stay back and let my pets do the fighting for me. They took
O,
me
to
into
nie
the
jest postać
dangerous
dla mnie.
mausoleum, all the way down into the deepest levels of this dungeon, which I've never been to before. The monsters here were terrifying. Oh, that manicore noise is awful. That's so annoying.
Oh yeah, spams it when it gets hit.
This place had some of the strongest dungeon monsters out there, but with these guys, it was no problem. I'm gonna die.
Widziałem.
sure I'm screwed.
Stay here. Don't go down further. Stay here.
Oh, that thing's mad. Oh, he's looking at me. Oh, he's mad. Well, most of the time. Oh boy. Oh,
Careful,
well.
it grabbed you.
Yeah, I was. Oh boy.
Yeah.
let me chug this
Na
pot here.
jakimś mniej popularnym serwerze.
Even after a
Kurde, to
few
chyba właśnie
minor
fajnie, jak tak
hiccups,
dużo
we'd
ludzi
safely
jest
escape
wokół.
with loads of experience and loot. I was also
No
working
chyba,
on my
że ten
leather
świat gry nie jest
stockpile by skinning
dostosowany do
everything I
takiej
could along the
liczby
way.
osób.
Are you guys okay if I keep my leather, or do you want to distro that?
Oh no, I don't care about leather. It's fine.
Yeah, we don't care.
I have a weird like leather thing.
Oh, yeah.
You are
It's
no
fine.
longer new guy. You are the gimp.
The gimp.
And same thing. Then I switched to archery board because I needed to do omnis.
I just got the title, the gimp.
Oh well.
Perfect. Every chance I had, I'd hop on, and there was almost always someone available that would accompany me to go dungeon crawling together. And then I was introduced to the juice.
Tylko trochę mnie, wiecie, mam taki dysonans, bo ten gościu jest nowy, tak? Ale rozumiem, że on cały czas jest tutaj boostowany. I właśnie to chyba nie do końca mi to odpowiada. Bo rozumiem, że on jako nowy nie miałby po swojej stronie smoków, człowieku, bo tutaj jakieś smoki za nim biegają, duchy, nie wiadomo co. I rozumiem, że to jakiś bardziej wylewelowany tamer z nim biega, albo jakiś inny summoner, cokolwiek. A on po prostu gdzieś tam się trzyma z tyłu i jest power levelowany.
Juice is one of the Dark Order's most veteran players who has all 30 mastery chain links
Wiesz co,
unlocked.
Luki,
which is
jakbym
no
ci miał
easy
teraz powiedzieć, to najwcześniej w listopadzie. Najwcześniej.
feat.
No.
He used a Bard Tamer, but because of his incredibly high aspect level and maxed out mastery chain, he was an absolute beast. Juice was kind enough to escort me on dungeon runs, essentially power leveling me as he would easily mow down anything in his path as we'd quickly kill even the most powerful of foes. We'd fill our bags to the max limit with gold and loot and escape with no issue. So this wasn't just great for leveling up, but for my bank account too. Around this time, my air aspect was growing in levels and I was acquiring more wealth.
Swoją drogą ta walka tutaj wygląda tak jakby to odświeżanie
As
walki.
we'd quickly kill even the most
Nie wiem, czy ten filmik jest
powerful foe.
przyspieszony, czy to tak w rzeczywistości wygląda, ale wygląda jakby
dungeon runs, essentially power level
to odświeżanie tych obrażeń, tego wszystkiego było całkiem takie na wysokim poziomie. To nie jest jakaś, nie ma takiego klimatu turówki, nie?
me as he would
Tylko tam
easily
się
mow
trochę
down
dzieje.
anything in his path as we'd quickly kill even the most powerful of foes.
I
The max limit with gold and loot and escape
pewnie
with no
przez to nie
issue.
ma jakiegoś
So this wasn't just
takiego
great for leveling up,
znużenia.
but for my bank account too. Around this time, my air aspect was growing in levels and I was acquiring more wealth. I was able to buy
Nie,
my own
tylko
personal
budowanie
stockpile for my in-room, which allows you to easily store and organize all your resources collected. It was one of the best quality of life items I could have purchased for myself. Juice was kind enough to let me join him anytime we were online together, and through this farming, my aspect level continued to rise.
Yeah, make sure you loot all this too, hot dog, and then just look at your map and come to where I'm at. 'Cause I'll always be moving to the next kill. Come over here by the gate. We'll kill all this.
Ale power boosting, jocie, power leveling.
Honestly, playing with an active group of guys that would band together to dungeon crawl is my favorite way to enjoy Outlands, regardless of trying to be power
Po
leveled.
SRS nie mogę się doczekać, aż pierwszego bossa zabiję, bo wydaje mi się, że rytmika OSRS-a w pewnym momencie da mi popalić i ją zobaczę i tak, wiesz, poczuję. Wydaje mi się, że to jest co najmniej interesująca rzecz w OSRS-ie, właśnie ta rytmika.
Their community was a lot of fun to be part of, and this was a much safer way to enjoy the PvM content for the game since getting killed playing solo can be a time-consuming and frustrating experience. Fighting with at least one other person provided so many benefits, and it was just more fun in general. Makes me sad that it took me this long when I first started playing before I took advantage of playing with others instead of trying to tackle everything on my own. And it didn't hurt that they were helping fund my build, as air cores were quite expensive, and the higher the level, the more you need to rank up. My stockpile of cores continued to
Dobra, tylko że wiecie, granie z innymi na swoim poziomie, a granie z innymi, którzy mają, nie wiem, jakiś totalny max level i cię boostują, to dwie różne rzeczy. No i teraz moje pytanie jest takie, czy po prostu granie z innymi, którzy również są początkujący, będzie przyjemne, nie?
build, as air cores were quite expensive, and the higher the level, the more you need to rank up. My stockpile of cores continued to grow. Just like Hot Dog before him, Timmy Tamer was evolving, and with this transformation, his name would need to change. Finest gave me a name change deed, and even though it wasn't quite as ceremonious as Hot Dog's change to Eleazar, he took on the new name, James Rook. James Rook was hungry to continue his journey of becoming a powerful fighter before the impending release of Wildlands. I continued to join Finest, Juice, and the others for group dungeon crawling, and the good times continued.
Finally back again. See, we thought you were going to disappear for another week after showing your face yesterday.
Why'd you think that?
Well, I don't know, man. You said you were going to the store for a pack of cigarettes and and a gallon of milk, and I hadn't seen you since.
Hateful to think of me that way.
Now all of a sudden, mom's on food stamps.
Yeah, mom's on food stamps, and little Timmy here ain't got all the air cores he needs.
Little Timmy was so upset he changed his name on you.
That's right.
Oh, you guys we got reds. There's 4 of them.
Think we should hit the gate, boys?
What's wrong, dude?
Timmy's got a command core. Get him out of here.
Yeah, get him out.
Oh, they're coming. They're coming. Go ahead.
In which dungeon?
Keep running, Timmy. Keep running,
Inferno.
Timmy. I'll get your heels, dude. You just keep.
Get that command core out.
Ty, to tam jest niezły młyn chyba na tych Outlandach. Jocie kręcę, tam jest niezły młyn. Ja dzisiaj miałem... Cylon ma pytanie do was, jak coś, na czacie. A nie, właściwie to może być do mnie. Powiązane, czy po prostu zwiedzając świat można trafić? Według mnie to jest tak, że musisz czasami questy zrobić i one są w konkretnych dungeonach. I fajne... Kurde. A mogę ci później pokazać, Cylon, jak będziesz jeszcze? Coś ci pokażę fajnego. Bo znalazłem coś interesującego, wiesz? I wytłumaczę wtedy. Już nie chcę teraz się za bardzo o RuneScape'ie rozgadywać, a jak nie, to innym razem. Ściągnąłem Turtle WoWa, powstrzymywałem się resztkami słabej, silnej woli. No i jak liczba ludzi na początku, Pandarej?
Cores were incredibly valuable around this time, coming close to about 200,000 gold for a single core, hence the panicking.
Go through, go through.
I'm running in. Which gate are you guys at?
Oh, I died. I don't know what Hot Dog was doing, but those Reds were closing in on us from both directions. He looked like he's fiddling in his backpack or something. I'm like, run, Timmy! His name ain't even Timmy no more. I'm just like, go, Timmy, go! But
Kurde, ale chłop ma wczyto, nie? I wiecie, jak sobie go wyobrażam? Jako takiego rock'n'rollowca po 50 albo koło 60 z brodą białą, siwą i łysego, nie? Który w skórze siedzi przed kompem i gra w to Ultima.
Dog, I can take you down back to Inferno if you want.
I know Hot Dog's muted right now, but I watched his retail UO video. That's some of the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Zależy, co lubisz, JVN.
Hot Dog, 180.
Trochę tego jest.
Imagine you're
Zależy,
pretty
co
close
lubisz.
now, Hot Dog.
Dobrze, Cylon, odpoczywaj
Yeah, let's
sobie.
head out.
Each dungeon run brought me closer to my goal of reaching level 10 air aspect. Only 2 more levels to go. When we weren't farming dungeons in small groups, I joined large events like escorting a caravan from unknown threats until it reached its destination safely. I participated in level 8
Ej, ale
treasure
to jest
map
tak,
hunts,
że to
which-
PK nie jest wszędzie, nie? No bo na przykład tutaj w grupie biegali i co? I nie było jakiejś rzezi. Więc to PK nie wszędzie jest. Jakiegoś MMO w tle. RuneScape może być do grania w tle. JVN. RuneScape może być, ale jest teraz mega popularny.
destination safely. I participated in level 8 treasure map hunts, which would spawn a world boss after digging up the hidden treasure chest, and once defeated, would provide massive rewards and lots of experience. The Wildlands release was getting closer every day, and outside of working on my character's aspect and codex levels, I needed to work on some other quality of life upgrades. For new players like me, I'm basically in a constant state of being poor, as any wealth I acquired went directly back into investing into my build. Aspect cores aren't cheap after all.
To jest ciekawe, nie? To jest też ciekawy, widzowie, rodzaj Goldsinka, bo rozumiem, że on, żeby rozwijać swoje umiejętności, musi wrzucać kaskę jakoś w te umiejętności, czy tam jakiś upgrade tych aspektów, nie wiem, jak to tam konkretnie działa, ale to pochłania całe jego oszczędności. I to jest całkiem interesujące, nie? Tutaj jakbyście, tutaj jak w WoWie, Goldsinkiem było kupowanie skilli, nie? Albo mounta. To też wszystko były Goldsinki, jakby nie było w WoWiku. Tylko Goldsink w WoWie cierpi w momencie, gdy już jest ten endgame, nie? I okej, możesz sobie jeszcze tam kupować jakieś macy, żeby coś wykrafcić, albo jakieś enchanty na sprzęt, ale w pewnym momencie nie ma już co z tą kasą robić, bo już gear jest bisowy, ulepszyć go nie możesz, no i co, kaska idzie tylko na repair sprzętu, jak się wydupcysz na rajdzie i tyle, nie? A tutaj, no ciekawe jak to później właśnie wygląda w Ultimie. Mówię o RuneScape'ie old school. RuneScape, on nie jest 2D, to jest 3D, nie? Tylko grafika tam jest taka nie? Chyba że korzystasz z RuneLighta. Dzisiaj będę wgrał w niego, to mogę pokazać.
And they're required to increase your aspect level, which is one of the main ways to grow your power outside of the mastery chain, which is a much longer term investment. The higher your aspect level, the higher the amount of cores are required to upgrade when you hit the XP requirement. Anyways, outside of spending my money on growing my aspect required which is a much longer term investment. The higher your aspect level, the higher the amount of cores are required to upgrade when you hit the XP requirement. Anyways, outside of
Okej, czyli jakieś rdzenie.
spending my money on growing my aspect level, there are other items and upgrades that can prove to be very useful. One of the best ones is the Strongbox Deed. You can unlock 2 of these bad boys, and each one will decrease the weight of gold by 25%. If you unlock both of these
Złoto waży tutaj.
upgrades, you're going to be hauling a
Oj,
lot
oj,
more
oj.
gold out of each dungeon run, which adds up quickly. The easiest way to get one of these deeds would be from completing society jobs every week and earning 500 points. There are different societies that each have new jobs posted every week. One of the easiest ways to earn society points
Błagam tylko, żeby się skończyło na tym, że są tygodniówki, a nie jakieś daily questy jeszcze. Pokażę JVN zaraz po tym filmie, bo mam serio coś fajnego dla was,
is to have a
no,
tailor
jeśli
on
chodzi o
each
takie
one of your three
poradniki.
accounts. You're allowed up to
Coś
3
wam
accounts
pokażę
tied
po
to your
prostu.
single
Ale
login,
skończmy
which is a
sobie
great way to
Ultimę.
maximize your society job profits. Anyways, every week doing society jobs on all 3 accounts can stack up a lot of points in no time, but earning 500 points on a single account can still take weeks, even if you're on top of it, which I wasn't. Instead, my good friend Rom had enough points to purchase a deed for me, and I'd pay him back in gold. The issue is that I was short on gold, by like 1 million gold. Rom's a real homie though, and let me pay him back once I acquired more wealth. 1 down, 1 to go. But first I had to pay back my debt to my friend. While I didn't have 500 society points to buy my own deed, I had a couple hundred that I could use to buy gold reforge kits. For those rich players out there, you can use this item to change a gold mastery link and they sell for a pretty penny. I found a buyer on the Outlands Discord and met him at the usual trading spot in Shelter Island. The transaction was completed, and between some other bits of loot that I had saved up, I was able to pay him back. It felt good being debt-free again. One of my other accounts did accrue 500 points though, which let me unlock the second Strongbox deed shortly after the first. This was huge, and with this change, I'd be much more efficient with any future dungeon runs. One of the Outlands Discord members, Mushu, was also kind enough to help me out too and gave me a check to cover the cost of a supply shelf, which would allow me to store all kinds of items in my in-room, and I could easily make a loadout to supply my bags between loot runs. The final quality of life item I got was the safety deposit box, which I traded with my friend Dagan, who provided me with the fancy armor earlier. This thing would allow me to drop off gold between runs into my bank directly from my in-room, which was very convenient. After completing the deal, I went back into my in-room and secured.
To jest też interesująca forma progresji, nie? Po prostu quality of life, tak jak w Guild Warsie, tylko że tutaj rozumiem, że jest normalnie obecny progres wertykalny, a to quality of life jest to forma progresu horyzontalnego, który jest jakoś gdzieś tam dodatkowo, nie? To jest też fajna rzecz. Też fajna rzecz. W sumie quality of life można powiedzieć, że no nie wiem, w WoWie to też były mounty, nie? Jakby nie było, albo jak progresowałeś profkę, jakąś konkretną, to też miałeś elementy quality of life, no bo, no nie wiem, mogłeś mieć jako inżynier mogłeś przyzywać jakieś robociki, które na przykład, u których mogłeś się naprawić.
Things were looking good right now.
Fajna rzecz to jest też.
At this point, I was in a good place with James Rook. I tweaked my tamer build to use crossbows and fight from afar while my new pets, a group of crypt wings, helped slaughter the enemies at the deepest levels of the mausoleum. Things were looking good. Well, mostly.
Oh my
course,
god,
I'm
this is
missing
this
the
is like
fucking piece of
watching a train wreck that I cannot stop.
All right, are we bailing out of here? Nope, I just died.
Juice even sold me one of his spare phoenixes, which is one of the strongest pets a tamer.
A jak się ginie w Ultimie, to tracisz wszystko, czy tylko tak jakby plecaczek twój, a to co masz, twój sprzęt zostaje? Chyba zostaje, nie? Bo tak patrzę, że on cały czas w tym samym biega i może ewentualnie tylko kaskę i to co w plecaku wypada.
Can have and are quite rare. Finally, after all the time putting into grinding and thanks to the help of my friends from the Dark Order, I actually pulled it off. I unlocked level 10 of the air aspect, and it was just in time too. I had my aspect where I wanted it to be, and I even unlocked another quality of life upgrade called an Echo, which lets you swap between different character templates. This meant that I could still swap to my tamer if I wanted to, but I had my air dexter build almost ready to go. The release was on the horizon.
No, patrzcie, czyli też przełączanie pomiędzy buildami to jest coś, co dopiero w trakcie gry odblokowujesz. Kurde, i duża ilość, na przykład, ale w WoWie też to w sumie było tak rozwiązane, bo dawniej, jak wrzucili Dual Specialization, nie wiem w którym to było dodatku, to przecież Dual Specialization kosztowało odblokowanie tego z 1000 golda i to jak ktoś był nowy, to troszkę musiał pozbierać na to, zanim to odblokował. Nie wiem, czy 1000 golda, ale całkiem sporą sumę to kosztowało. Więc to też było 2 w 1, nie? Quality of life, które pozwalało ci, nie wiem, przerzucać się między 2 buildami, a jeszcze dodatkowo konsumowało golda z rynku. A później od tego
Before
odeszli
the
zupełnie,
expansion
już
dropped, a
machnęli
housing
ręką.
lottery opened up. You see, for the first days after Wildlands opens up, housing placement would be restricted. Instead, a lottery would take place every day, and 100 people would have early access to place a small 8x8 tile house and
Kurde, i to też jest ciekawe rozwiązanie, człowieku. Czyli odpalasz nowy świat i okej, jacyś topowi gracze rezerwują sobie domy, ale nie chcesz tych casualków totalnie gdzieś tam, albo nie z podsłuchów, wyrzucić poza możliwość zdobycia domu, więc robisz loterię. I wszyscy, którzy się zapisują, mają szansę na zgarnięcie tego domu. Czyli tak trochę dzielisz, nie? Że i część z podsłuchów zdobędzie, i też jakieś leszczyki są w stanie domek zdobyć. Też jest ciekawe rozwiązanie. I to, ale domyślam się właśnie, że ten domek to mniejszy dla tych nie z podsłuchów. Ale ciekawe rozwiązanie też to jest. Kurde. Czasami mam wrażenie, że każdy problem MMORPG już dawniej został rozwiązany, tylko deweloperzy o tym zapomnieli. Albo nie kojarzą tych rozwiązań. Serio, czasami mam wrażenie, że to już wszystko było rozwiązane. I teraz ktoś próbuje na nowo koło wynaleźć. I tym bardziej jeszcze mnie szokuje to, jak ludzie się chwalą w update'ach, tak jak wczoraj oglądaliśmy Eternal Tombsy, znaczy przedwczoraj, że typy implementują do gry możliwość człowieku otwierania skrzynek. Albo krwi z mobów. Rozumiecie? Gdy powinni się zastanawiać, nie wiem, nad klimatem całej gry, nad historią NPC-ów, historią broni, sprzętu, jakimś ogólną stylistyką gry, to typy implementują otwieranie skrzynek w grze MMORPG. No ja pierdzielę, niesamowite to jest.
anywhere in the new land where it could fit. The chances of winning were also heavily in favor of those who never owned a house.
Oglądamy gościa, który przeżywa przygodę w Ultimie Online na takim serwerze Outlands i na tym serwerze otwierają nowy region i na nowym regionie ma szansę zdobyć swój dom i teraz przygotowuje się, żeby w jakiś sposób do tego zostać nabywcą tego domu, nie?
Before, so I was feeling optimistic that I'd be one of the lucky winners to place a house ahead of time. But again, more on that later. I added my name into the lottery and kept my fingers crossed that I would score an opportunity to finally complete my third and biggest goal.
Ja też bym chciał
after
taki
so
malutki
long.
domek, ale to super by było.
It finally
To też by
happened
był mój
when
cel w
massive
tej
patch
Ultimie,
was
zdobyć
released along
domek.
with the Wildlands, and everyone was buzzing with excitement. After all this time preparing my character for this moment, I met up with one of my guildmates, Belrock, to explore what these new lands had to offer with my fancy new air decks build. Are you a crawl hive?
Yeah. Oh, look at all these red bodies.
Uuu,
Jeez, okay. Looks like the reds are out again. I'm gonna go after this guy.
ojojoj, PK
Oh, shoot,
są.
something did something.
Ajajajajajaj.
Is that
He's-
you want to stay here?
This seems like a pretty bad place to. Ow, oh, geez, Louise. Yeah, that thing hurts.
Yep. All right, where do you want to go? North? You want to go north this way? Oh,
Belrock.
I got hit by that thing. It hit me almost for full life.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it's here. It's the bridge. Don't
Ouch.
stop.
Oh my gosh, 40 something. Get out of here.
Salen, możesz coś napisać
Oh,
na
there's
czacie, to
another
bocik
red.
ci
Oh, they're
zaliczy
gonna
i
kill
będzie level up bossa. Znaczy herosa. Na którym serwerze, Korn, grałeś?
Oh, there's more
Oh.
reds. More
Oh,
reds.
jeez.
Heads up.
Oh.
They're jumping on me, so run back. Go this
Ale
way.
młyn.
Let's go this way.
Na
big
tych Wildlandsach.
around.
So this is probably
Housing. zone.
housing. Yep, housing. A bunch of houses are gonna go around here.
We learned quickly that the monsters in the Wildlands
Ciekawe,
were
jak wygląda teren z domkiem. Ogółem Ultima jako seria gier to w granicy tego, co można zrobić, tak przesunęła, że dziś nie ma ani jednego tytułu, co by dogonił na przykład Ultimę 7 czy 8 w najmniejszym stopniu. Ja w singlówki Ultimy ani jedną nie grałem, no i w Ultima Online też nie. Jakoś tak to, no, ominęło mnie totalnie. Korn, teraz jest ciekawa rzecz, bo nie wiem, czy słyszałeś, ale projekt Epoch został przez Ascension przyjęty. Więc no, tam jeszcze przypuszczam jeden serwerek wystartuje pod logiem Ascension, to będzie właśnie projekt Epoch. No a najlepiej się bawiłem właśnie na tym serwerku, co rolujesz skille i według mnie całkiem spoko to jest. Tylko kurde, no to jest takie spoko w takim trybie, levelujesz sobie od początku do końca, ale patrząc na monetyzację, to się odechciewa tam później w jakieś głębsze interakcje wchodzić, przynajmniej mi.
Much harder than the other overworld creatures.
Ouch.
My elemental died.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's invisible. That's why I couldn't see it.
Oh, ow! What the crap? Oh.
Oh my god.
But the level of care that went into the design of this new landmass was lovely.
Let's send my pet over there.
This was that bridge. You guys look at this.
Ale rozumiem, że ten nowy teren, on nigdy nie istniał w Ultimie, tak? To po prostu twórcy Outlands przygotowali
Look at this right here.
i sami zaimplementowali to wszystko.
Oh wow, that is cool.
Oh, this is what you're talking about. Okay.
Oh, and there's a warrior. Oh, and he's almost dead. Get him! Yeah, you see that?
Easiest 2K in my life.
On the first day, there were the lucky winners of the housing lottery that got the first placement spots.
Ooh, somebody put a house, mini houses right here.
Oh.
Oh, this is the Moongate area.
O, są
that's
domki
why I got the
faktycznie.
Moongate.
Oh, you got a couple houses down.
I'll wait till you
Well, what the fuck is that? Swamp gas.
swamp ass. It's a wild swamp ass. Oh, look at that snake, a colossal boa.
Oh, sweet.
Is it tameable?
Oh, he's kind of cool.
Yeah.
He does
Strikes.
crazy damage. Oh,
Oh, that's
Run.
not good.
Run!
Please. Please. Oh,
Yes,
you got it.
got it.
Nice.
I don't see the shell.
Oh, whoa,
areas.
someone's attacking me.
No shit.
He is still chasing after me, and I don't really know why. There he is.
Maybe.
Get him.
We're chasing him. He just roped over there.
What?
He's stuck. I just keep casting on him. Oh, he did. He died. He's dead.
Finest is gonna show up here with his red. He's about to attack these people. No. Oh, you had to get him.
Oh, you killed him. Poor guy.
Here comes multiple reds.
Oh my gosh.
We got reds on me.
Reds?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I just died.
The reds came up for revenge because Finest killed.
Rozumiem, że jak jesteś pekerem, to też jakaś kara jest za to, nie? No bo no jednak po prostu z ich narracji rozumiem, że ci pekerzy to tylko od czasu do czasu się pojawiają i przypuszczam, że gdzieś to wpływa albo na jakąś karmę, na reputację, na coś
I'm pulling away, Vic. They're
To nie
chasing
jest-
me now.
Oh, jeez.
bez
We just
żadnych
got killed.
I gotta loot this guy.
konsekwencji.
Bro.
Man, these things are nasty. There's like 3 of them that
Dude, this
spawn.
guy's got a ton of crap on him, dude. Here, take
I'm
if
about
you
to
can pick
They're
this up.
chasing me right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, drop it. No, drop it. No, grab. Oh, pouch. Okay, yeah, I got the pouch. What's in it? Oh, geez. Should I dip and like get out of here though, or?
Where are you
Oh,
guys?
there's- Oh shoot, there's reds on me. Ah!
Which one
Yeah,
you are?
yeah, I'm coming to you. I'm coming. Oh, they killed me.
Do
They
dwa.
just looted him.
Oh, did they loot me?
Yep.
Bummer.
He was right below us, so the reds were there. But
Oh, they just blasted my.
Ale to pewnie mają specjalne postacie, co? Tylko podpekowanie.
My poor body. It was a wild first impression of these new lands, and it was truly amazing to experience this with the entire community on the first days of its release. What happened next was a series of logging in each day to see if I was one of the lucky 100 players for the lottery draw. Each day, I would log in shortly after the lottery occurred, but each time, I was without luck. In the meantime, I was loving my new build. A lot of buffs came with the update, and I felt stronger than ever on my Mace Dexter build. Farming monsters just felt so good. There was a particular area of the Wildlands I loved farming, which was right outside of the new dungeon of Crawl Hive. The lizard warriors there were strong and dropped excellent loot, and I could fight them one by one relatively easily. If I ended up winning the lottery to place a house, I knew this would be the area I'd place it. My friend Stardog helped trade me Arcane Essence, which was one of the ways you can unlock additional echoes in Outlands. These echoes allow you to swap between completely different templates on a single character, which I liked way more than having separate characters for specific builds. This new echo was set up for doing treasure maps. I discovered that T-mapping was a lucrative way of earning good experience and wealth. The process was quite simple. With my pets, I could do lower...
Ale co jak co, ale wydaje mi się, że mega toporna ta gierka jest właśnie pod kątem interfejsu, co? Oj, może być ciężko. Mam wrażenie, że to jest takie klikane jak i w OSRS-ie.
level treasure map solo and would use the map to locate where the chest was hidden, dig it up, and use my pets to fight off the monsters that spawned shortly after. I used the magery skill to safely heal them from afar, and once all the monsters were killed, I could pick the lock of the buried treasure and reap the rewards inside. After I dumped all the loot into my bag, I'd recall back to my inn room, deposit all the goods, and repeat the process over again. It was a nice change of pace from the standard dungeon crawling I usually did, and honestly, it's probably my favorite way to play the game when I'm by myself. It's easy to knock out a few in a row, and you never know what kind of rewards you'll find.
No tak, tylko czy makra są dozwolone w ogóle, nie? Wygląda jak coś drugiego.
Yeah, boy. I got a little addicted to doing T-maps, and I'd use the funds I got from doing my T-maps to buy more T-maps, which almost completely funded itself while I reaped the experience benefits. The issue is that as I continued to play, every day I'd check to see if I won the lottery, and every day I'd be sad to discover that I wasn't a winner. A lot of good spots were already taken at this point, but there were still some spots open around my dream location outside of Crawl Hive. That didn't discourage me to stop playing though. And my buddy Dagan, who lent me the drip and traded me the safety deposit box, helped me get set back up into boating with a full crew and a nicely decked out Carrack. Even though I wasn't in Sir's guild, they still treated me as one of their own and helped me with supplies since boating is a very expensive hobby to get into in Outlands, but it can be very lucrative with a larger boat to fight enemies on the sea.
Kurde, pływanie łodzią też jest? Jasny gwint. Nie Margonem, Ultima. Okay.
And my crew was set. It was time to take to the ocean again. Ocean content is pretty much an entirely different game in Outlands. You can find NPC ships and fight them, which provides a huge amount of experience, and you get a lot of gold and doubloons out of it. If you damage the enemy boat enough, you can board their ship, take their spoils, drop a bomb, and... Wait. How do I get back on my ship? Oh crap, I don't know how to get back on my ship! This isn't good. Well, okay, so I'm still trying to figure out how boating works as it turns out. Anyways, this was a fun alternative to normal PVM content, and the experience was better too. The issue is that any other players can attack you at any time, and there's no getting flagged as a criminal on the sea. The waters remain lawless at all.
Patrzcie, i kolejne rozwiązanie, które się później pojawiło w Ravendanie właściwie, nie? Czyli też na morzu mogłeś wszystkich cały czas atakować. To z Ultimy zerżnęli.
And it can be a bit stressful. There's a lot of high risk, high reward involved when going into the ocean, and for some reason I couldn't figure out how to destroy the enemy's sails to board their ship. You can normally board the enemy ship to finish them off and loot them up, but I just kept sinking them. What the heck? Okay, well it turns out I needed to change the targeting to the sails, which after lowering the sails health bar enough, I could board the enemy ship like I'm supposed to. There we go. After taking everything of value, I'd simply get back on my ship and sink that bad boy and move on. I was scared to use bombs while on board the enemy ship anymore. After a successful boating trip, I'd take my haul back to the docks and have it shipped back to my inn room. It was quite convenient. There was a problem though. The 30-day lottery was finally complete, and I wasn't one of the lucky winners. Not only this, but almost all the area outside of Crawl Hive was full of houses. But there was still a spot hidden away in there, and I had the perfect plan to secure it when the housing restriction was lifted. This was Ultima Online history in the making. There's almost...
Czyli na końcu, jak wylosowali 100 osób, które mogły zbudować budynki, to później jeszcze po prostu było otwarta cała przestrzeń i kto pierwszy, ten lepszy.
Never an opportunity like this where a huge new landmass opens up housing and everyone's on an even playing field. Minus the lottery winners, of course. Most of the Crawl Hive outskirts were completely blocked by other houses, except my friend Bartez showed me a spot that looked like it was blocked by water and trees, but could actually fit a small house if placed in the exact location. There's a little trick you could use to set up a button as a macro. What this button will do is automatically select a house deed in your inventory and attempt to place it at the spot where you're standing. Knowing the exact coordinates of where this house can be placed, I created a rune which I could recall to right before the housing placement starts. Use the macro to instantly place the house at my location, which of course is the precise spot I'd recall into, leaving no room for error. I have my lumberjack character.
Mi się przypomina zawsze, jeśli chodzi o budowanie domu w MMORPG-u, to zawsze Arcade'a wspominam, jak kurde, miałem eleganckiego spota przy jednym z głównych miast, już nie pamiętam jak to miasto się nazywało, ale właśnie wiedziałem, że będzie no po prostu zapowiedzieli, że o tej i o tej godzinie otworzą możliwość budowania i kurde, pamiętam, że byłem tam od rana już, czekałem na tym spocie, ale pełno ludzi było wokół, ale faktycznie nie zajmowali sobie. Jak ktoś stanął w jakimś miejscu, to już nikt nie podchodził. No i tak koczowałem i postawiłem sobie domek w idealnym spocie.
hidden nearby to scout the location, and I noticed a potential issue. This creature here is a bird of paradise, and they can do a lot of damage fast. If I recall too close to where it is, it could potentially kill me and mess everything up. I need to take care of it close enough to when the restriction is lifted, but not too long that it respawns before I can place the house. It was getting closer to the deadline, so I tried to buy my house deed in Prevalia, but it was too crowded. There are more people online right now than I've ever seen before. It was so packed that I couldn't even get to the vendor.
No, jest
Instead,
to
I went to
ten
the town of
dreszczyk.
Andaria and found the real estate
Czy się
broker
uda,
there.
czy się nie
I
uda
found a nice looking house that
zbudować.
matched the theme of the Crawl Hive area. I purchased it, and looking at my scout screen, I saw that there were lots of other players scouting this area too, so I'd have to be quick when the time came. It was mere minutes before the restriction was lifted, and the final part of the plan was about to commence. I left earlier than I originally planned to, and recalled to the marked rune with my pets, and immediately sent them to attack the bird of paradise. Even being prepared for it, the bird still blasted me with its magic attack and almost killed me.
10
Which,
HP.
fortunately, it didn't. My pets took care of it though, which meant I could move on to the next step. I recalled back to the guild house and ordered my pets to stay behind. After that, I recalled one last time back to my spot and immediately turned invisible. The threat was eliminated, I was in position, and I was hidden from everyone else. Everything was going to plan. An issue though, I messed up my timing with the bird of paradise, which could cause trouble if I came out of stealth too early. I was definitely feeling the pressure now. Everything that I've done in Outlands has culminated at this very moment. The hours poured into the
Uda
game.
się, czy się
Finally,
nie
I
uda,
would
ale
achieve
trzyma
my
w
goal and
napięciu.
have a house in the perfect spot. It almost felt too good to be true. And then it was go time, baby. I was finally gonna get a house. Wait, I'm lagging. Why isn't it placing the house? Wait, what? No. Are you kidding me? It took that long for my house to even appear to be placed? Their servers were definitely overloaded, but it was such an intense lag burp that I wasn't even close compared to this guy that just waltzed in at the last second and dropped it.
Yeah.
I messed up completely. I can't believe this. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. I resurrected from the nearby healer, and when I returned to salt the wound, the guy who placed on the spot I was going for dry looted my body. You gotta be kidding me. Have you ever obsessed over a game and played it to the point where you hit an existential wall? This was sort of that moment for me. I was more upset than I thought I'd be over something like this, and that's when I realized that I'd been playing Outlands far more than focusing on making videos for my channel. Everything I did with the Dark Order was building up to that very moment, and when the time came where I would finally succeed at my goal that started all the way back in 2022, I failed spectacularly. I could have likely found a random corner in the map and placed a house, but the point was
Imo niepotrzebnie się bawił z tym makrem, bo według mnie on źle stał. Przecież nie stał nawet na środku tego spota.
to have one in a
Może o
key
to chodziło.
location where I could just farm in peace, and it wouldn't be the same if I just found some random location. You might as well just stick to an in-room at that point. I wrestled with it for a bit and concluded that unless I stopped playing Outlands, I wouldn't be able to focus on my YouTube channel, which would be a big mistake in the long run. Maybe it was a bit drastic, but I knew that if I kept all the wealth that I accumulated throughout my time in the game, I'd be too tempted to come back and keep playing. So I did what had to be done. All of my blessed drip that made James Rook look so cool was put into a bag. It was time to return it back to its rightful owner. I saved up my air cores as well and stuffed them into the bag, as it would be a small way to show my
To
appreciation to
jest
Dagon
soundtrack z Berserkera teraz? Słyszycie?
for all of his help. Eleazar took the bag and went to his house to return everything. First the outfit and cores, then the Carrack. I won't lie, it felt bad saying goodbye to these amazing people, and I think it's a testament to Outlands that the reason I decided to quit is because the game is too much fun, but I knew it was necessary. Next, all those quality of life items I acquired got packed into a bag. I removed all the aspect loot out of my stockpile as well before it got put away with the other items. I met with an officer from Sur and gave all the items to the guild as a donation to new players to help them like they helped me. I said my farewells to the valiant knights of Sur and moved to the next item at hand. I took all of the bronze links from my taming and Dexter mastery chain and added them to the bag with all my cores and met with my good friend Rom back at the old Dark Order guild house. It was so much stuff I couldn't even trade it with him. I dropped all my links and dozens of cores into a chest for him, and we had an emotional farewell. Finally, I gave my pets to another Dio friend of mine so they wouldn't go to waste. All of my belongings, including codices and other items that I accrued, were donated to Sir and Dio, and I logged off for the last time. The Dark Order ended up securing an amazing new guild house location that's right below the mountain where all those sun scales spawned. Funnily enough, their reputation still precedes them, as there are a lot of outspoken criticisms about how they, handle people that try to farm that area. I guess they don't like their PK greeting party. As for me, this UO Outlands chapter of my life has finally concluded, and I can look back fondly on the memories I made, but I'm officially finished playing Outlands. Well, maybe I'll come back to it sometime. Nah, that'd be a bad idea. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out again sometime. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks again to...
Fajny film, co? Fajny film. Podobał mi się. Taki warstwa narracyjna super była. Może trochę przydługawe, jeśli chodzi o te opisy farbienia i tak dalej, albo no niektóre fragmenty po prostu były przydługawe, ale ogólnie bardzo, bardzo przyjemny. Taki, no, dobrze się to oglądało. Taka powiedzmy topka YouTube'owa, jeśli chodzi o narracyjny film. Jakbym miał strzelać, to bym strzelił, że to z 1 000 000 wyświetleń ma, a ma 50 000.